The Chahta refer to Nanawaya as the Mother Mound. It was built around 300 AD. Chahta, therefore, has spent a millennia developing a sophisticated matrilineal culture. Utilizing this game model, we would learn much about how the Chahta governed. Stickball is one aspect, but let's move beyond the ceremonial fire and let's go to the top of the mound. The first two leaders you would meet are the Tushka, the warriors. The French called their rank captain, and among the Chahta they would become the light horsemen. They serve under Tushka Miko. You will notice the only mannequin not of wood is the clan mother. Authority flowed through the women, and women owned the property, and were the agriculturalists. The next officer is the speaker. You can think of this station as the vice Miko, but the role could be filled by a Likchi or the medicine-man, Hobais, Holata, etc. Then we come to the clan mother's son, the Miko. The Iksa or the clans varied among the mound-building tribes. Three among the Choctaw would grow large enough to become bands: the Oklafalaya, the Panchifalaya, the Longhair, the potato growers, or the Ahiabit Okla, and the Oklahanali, 6 towns. The hierarchy for complex Mississippian authority is displayed in this linear structure, but the confederacy of over 100 Choctaw towns required much more diplomacy. Diplomatic skills were the key to the license for the 3-band Miko, who were permitted to govern. Over 150 Choctaw signatories on the Treaty of Dancing Rabbit Creek, which says, done and signed and executed by the Commissioners of the United States and the chiefs, captains, and headmen of the Choctaw Nation at Dancing Rabbit Creek this 27th day of September, 1830. Initially, the 3-band chiefs would represent 9 council members each, for 27 total councilmen. After removal, the last hereditary chief, Nitakechi, Pushmataha's nephew, would be the last to serve from the old clan authority system. The council disbanded the clan system. However, the mound builder consensus-driven band districts remained strong. The bands, now called districts, located their new council house to Nanawaya. The new council by 1838 incorporated the Chakasha into a district. The bands were renamed Apokshanabi, Moshlatabi, and Pushmataha, and they were given 9 council members each, except for Apokshanabi, which was given 13 because of its population. The United States established the Choctaw Agency at Fort Coffee near what is now called the Spiral Mounds. This was for access to the Arkansas River. The Choctaw, with New Hope Seminary constructed near there, moved the council to Scullyville. 1842, a new constitution was adopted. The council adopted a Senate and a House of Representatives. Section 3, harkening back to the mound, states the district chiefs and their speakers shall be elected by the qualified electors in their respective districts. In 1850, near the United States Fort Towson, the Choctaw again relocated the government to Dokesville with the new constitution. Article 7, Section 9 says, the light horsemen of this nation shall be appointed by the chiefs in their respective districts. Section 20, the captains of the several districts shall hold their office until the expiration of the annuity under the Treaty of Dancing Rabbit Creek, at which time the system of captaincy shall be discontinued. Ballots were adopted in Section 5. This was a dramatic change. And in 1838, Section 8, the voters formed a line with such candidates as they wished to elect. In 1857, a new constitution was adopted, and the capital moved to Boggy Depot. In 1836, the clans were removed, in effect removing matrilineal authority. In 1850, the captains under the Tushkamiko, now generals, were removed. In 1857, the speakers and the district chiefs were removed. The uproar from the traditionals was so great, a civil war nearly ensued. DeBow, 1961, page 75. The attempt to consolidate power in the hands of one governor was not in keeping with tradition. While there, the new constitution adopted the Choctaw seal with the districts representing the 3 arrows, and the calumet, also a hatchet, representing the duality of the red town, white town war peace motif from the mounds. The capital moved again, and this time to Armstrong Academy, renamed Chahta Tamaha, harkening back to an era when 100 Tamaha coalesced to form the mighty bands. In 1860, a new constitution was adopted with major compromises. The district chiefs were restored. However, their authority was placed under a single principal chief. For a millennia until 1857, the Choctaw operated under town chiefs, who under consensus chose a band chief who coordinated with 2 other bands. In 26 years from removal, this abrupt change found the old system rejecting forced assimilation. On October 25, 1883, the council instructed the principal chief to find a location to build Tushkahoma. On November 1st, 1883, the Council in Bill 42 instructed the Principal Chief to reestablish the militia for speedy apprehension of murderers, robbers, thieves, and any other criminals and felons within the jurisdiction of this nation. The bill instructs in Section 3, the rank of captain shall be fixed by the Principal Chief, and the companies to be known as A, B, and C. As if precognitive as in the days of the Hobai, the Council passed Bill 66 in 1883, regulating any person who sought to operate a company that explored for petroleum oil. In Bill 72, the Council outlawed wire fences unless the gates are provided to allow anyone to cross unhindered. In Bill 80, the Council established a newspaper in Choctaw and English, stating that if the Choctaw Nation desires to change the management of said paper, she reserves to herself the right to make the change. In 1893, the Council again said, "The delegate shall represent the Choctaw Nation in all her interest